We have our first working set of just 80 pounds on the cable extension. It is a little cold in the garage, so we will keep the sweatshirt on for now until we actually heat up a little bit more. We're shooting for about anywhere from 13 to 14 reps. We got 13 last time. What I like to do, this is actually a really good talking point. What I like to do is if I'm not feeling particularly good or I don't know, or I guess I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to get another rep because I'm just feeling it, I will at least shoot for the bare minimum rep that I got last week with a certain weight for the certain set. I don't have to hit that, but that's what I really want to shoot for, even if I got to grind a little bit. If it's going to be a struggle and I'm 2 reps short, I'm not going to force it because then those are going to be bad reps. So we're aiming just for hopefully 13, shoot for 14 reps. We'll see where we go. That 14th rep was feeling pretty good, so I just went ahead and got the 15th rep, which is the maximum of this rep range. So we'll see how we feel for next set. But if I got 15 for this one, I should be able to get 14 for next one, but bare minimum 13. So we'll see where we go next set. Just a pro tip: listening to anime music will boost your power output from anywhere from 5 to 10%. Results vary. Now we just have some dumbbell curls, 30 pounds, shooting for 20 reps, single hand, so it's just 10 reps per arm. We got 20 last week. It was pretty difficult, so I'm totally fine if I get 20 again this week. We'll see if we can't get one more rep out of it, but we'll be fine with just the 20. So we just matched it for last week. We got 20 reps. If I could have shot for one more rep with each arm, but it would have been bad form. So we're not doing that. So feeling nice and pretty warm. So able to take the pump cover off. I got 2 heaters in the garage right now, so we will be fine. Got 15 reps last time. I bare minimum should be able to get 13. Gonna shoot for 14, and that's just pretty much how I play every set. Is I hope for the best. I'm okay with the worst, which is not even meeting my reps for last week. You should be able to, but it's as long as you're using a challenging weight at the end of the day, that's what's going to cause muscle growth, and you don't have to PR in something every single workout. It is okay to go in there and hit the exact same numbers for a few workouts in a row. You don't want to be doing that for months in a row, but a few workouts in a row won't kill you because you're going to be getting better at that particular weight. So let's see if we can't get 14 out of this. Another set, dumbbell curls, shooting for the minimal of the rep range for this, which is 10 with each arm, so 20 reps total. I did it last week. Should be able to do it again this week. So I'm warming up for my first shoulder or push exercise today. I have it. This isn't inclined directly or vertically up. This is a slight lean back to it, so there'll be more chest involvement. But also, chest is not a priority in this program, so a little bit more chest involvement will be fine. The reason I'm not doing standing overhead press, because I'm sure somebody will ask that question or think that I am 6'2", so for one, I can't do it in my garage just because you may not be able to see, but I can easily touch the ceiling, so I couldn't do it with a barbell, and I don't have heavy enough dumbbells, only up to 45, so at a certain point, I can't overload it, and so I also prefer to do it sitting just because the extra support, I can really focus on the shoulders, and it's still a compound exercise. There's just not nearly as much stabilizers involved, but I'm still getting plenty of work out of it that I want to do. So let's do this warm-up set. So we're going to do another warm-up set for bent over lateral raises. This exercise does not take a lot of weight like most lateral raises or glute delt exercises. So I'm going to take my glasses off. I like to do this chest supported personally, or rest my forehead on this bench as a support. I just like not having any lower back involvement in it personally, but you can do it plenty fine just bending over and doing it. But it also lets me, kind of the same thing with the bench, it lets me get a lot of stabilizer, or not have to worry about nearly as many stabilizers or stabilizing myself. Jesus. So let's go and do the set. Warm-ups really depend on, they vary from each person to person. Somebody might tell you something different. Do what you feel is comfortable. For me, mostly 4, 5, 6 reps up until I get right to the working weight, and I might do 3 or 4 reps. Seems to be fine for me. That's worked for me. I will usually take anywhere from 10 to 15 to 20 pound increments to go up as I warm up, and it depends on the exercises. For these bent over lateral raises, I'm only doing 5 pound increments because I literally can't jump 20 pounds. That's more than the weight I'm going to use. This is my last warm up set for this shoulder press, or AD press, I think is what it's actually called. I just call it a shoulder press. I guess you could actually call it just a severe, a heavy incline press, just because it is not directly just shoulder bias. I haven't shown, if I'm going to do a workout vlog with this and put it on YouTube, I haven't shown the skull crushers that I'm doing, but I'm doing a giant set of this, the bent over, and then skull crushers, which are 2 tricep exercises. They both involve triceps, but there's a rest in between them, and then I rest after I do these skull crushers, so there's a break, to where at first it was kind of, affecting me. My triceps were a little bit tired, but I'm pretty used to it now. Shout out to Natural Hypertrophy, because this is one of his programs. It's the Zod program if anybody's interested in running it. I've made some modifications just for me personally, but I've been enjoying it so far. I was using it so that way I could try and get some giant sets in, try them out, see kind of how to program. And what I plan to do from here is take this program and kind of tweak it to the way that I want it. And then I'll end up probably making my own program that will be not exactly the same, but similar. It'll use a lot of the same concepts, giant sets. I already used a lot of supersets myself, so it'll probably just involve some giant sets. I wanted to see how somebody that knows what they're doing program giant sets. That way I can look and see how I can program them in my own training. So last warm-up exercise of this giant set, last set of skull crushers to warm up. And then we will get to our working sets. I'm going to try and stop talking so I don't do the same thing I just did with that shoulder press. So first set of the first working set, got 7 reps last week, so we will shoot for at least 7. And if on the first set I don't get a rep PR, but I feel like I can for the next set, another thing that you guys can do, or another thing that I do, is last week I did, and I only know this because I record my workouts. If you don't record your workouts, start doing it. It will help you out a ton. I did 7, 6, 6 for 3 sets, doing 115 pounds with this press. And so this week, what I'll try and do is, it was still hard to get 7 last week, and so I'll probably just do 7, 7, 6. I might only end up doing 7, 6, 6, but we'll see what we get. If 7 feels easy, I will go for an 8th rep, but that's kind of my backup plan if it's difficult and I don't get it. And 6 feels easy on the next set because that is still a progression. That is still a little PR, and it's about building those up. You don't always have to get a PR every workout, like I said earlier, but you could squeeze them out here and there. So I was just in a groove and I was feeling it. So that's that 8th rep and we got it. So bent over lateral raises. We're doing 15 pounds. Did 13 reps last week. So we'll shoot for 13 pounds, maybe, or 13 pounds, 13 reps. Maybe see if we can't get 14 out of it. And this is, for me, this is what working out is, and this is the best way that I've found to progress. It's just a tiny little progressions here or there. You want to go up 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds every week, but that is not possible. And so taking a step back and being able to realize that it's okay to not always progress widely or progress at all during your workouts from workout to workout. It's just a long-term progression, the week to week, or sorry, not even week to week sometimes, but the weeks to weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and then you progress in weight, progress in a rep. But you need to struggle a little bit with the same weights from time to time just to actually to milk out what you need out of them. So 13, and that last rep would have been a pretty bad swing, so I didn't go for that 14 rep. What I'll probably do is I'll probably add a set here though, because I will do 3 to 4 sets, and if I feel like I could have gotten another rep, but it would have been a sloppy rep, I feel like I could probably get another set, so I will probably add a set, but we'll see whenever that time actually comes after I do these next 2 sets, if I want to add that 4th set to it. Now we will do our first working set of skull crushers. I'll probably only do 3 sets of these, unless my rep range for here is 8 to 14. I may, if I hit 14 for this, I will probably do all 4 sets, but I haven't done skull crushers in a while, so I'm not crazy about trying to milk the absolute crap out of them, because doing stuff like that, going for the max reps, max sets that you can do, it's not a good way to get an injury, but I might irritate the shit out of my elbows doing skull crushers like that. So we'll see. If my elbows feel fine, then we'll obviously keep going, but we'll see. We'll call it good on 12. So I'll do 3 sets of that because I'm not going to do the 4th set. That was getting pretty hard there. So whenever I was doing those cable rows earlier, I was really feeling it. It was pretty easy. I was doing a lighter weight than I probably had to have done. I could have done a little bit heavier, but it's not always about the heaviest weight you can go. I like to pick a weight to start out with. That's a newer exercise that I put in my routine after switching something out. So I like to put an exercise in there, and I like to kind of lowball myself on the weight, and I can always add later. What I don't want to do is start too heavy and kind of kill myself on it and not give myself either room to recover or risk an injury with a new exercise I'm doing heavy weights. Same thing with these skull crushers that I'm doing. I could have done more reps, I could have done probably a slightly heavier weight, or I could have maybe squeezed out a rep or 2 more of that skull crusher. But I'm not going to do that on an exercise I haven't done in a while. To me, that doesn't make a ton of sense. to do a brand new exercise and really push the crap out of it and go to absolute failure to where you're just barely getting that last rep. There will come a time and a place here in 2 or 3 weeks after I've done that exercise a few times and I'm really feeling good with it, really got the movement pattern back down. But the time and the place to go to absolute failure is not on a brand new on a new exercise you just put in your routine. Maybe as a beginner you can kind of do that because you're still kind of weaker. And I'm not a very strong individual, but I'm stronger than I used to be, and I'll get myself hurt if I do that. And I know the stronger that I get, the more that you're risking injury just going to failure on brand new exercises that you haven't done in a while. You wouldn't go to failure. I mean, you don't go to failure on squats anyways, but you wouldn't go to failure on squats if you haven't done squats in a few months. That just doesn't make a lot of sense. So 6 to 7 reps on this one. 8 reps came pretty easy on that last one, so we'll shoot for 7. I bet you I can get 7. We'll see. I might be wrong. So we got 7. So next set will be an easy 6. So it'll be the same reps. It'll be the same exact reps that I did for the same weight last week on that 3rd set. But I'll take it. That'll be good. I did 2 rep PRs for 2 sets. I don't absolutely have to do 3. That's 2 PRs, 2 mini PRs. That's perfectly fine. I'll take that in a workout, and I'll take that to the bank. I'll cash it. Going for 12 reps here, and I believe I said last time I'll probably end up adding another set. So this will probably end up doing 4 sets to this. This exercise, bent over lateral raises, I used to do a lot of face pulls, and I still do face pulls, but I used to basically only do face pulls. This, again, I'm going to get pretty bro science-y with you guys here, but just my rear delt thickness and just this part of my back, that upper part of my rhomboids and my upper part of my back, just gotten a lot thicker from just doing these bent over lateral raises with my face supported on these. Something that rear delt flies something that face pulls weren't really getting me. These rear delt flies seem to be getting me some more of that, some more gains. So it's okay to be bro sciencey. Don't be too bro sciencey. I'm not a very scientific, not a very smart guy, so I don't like to lean too much into science just because I don't think that's my forte, but there is something in the science. I just like to see what works very well for me, and go with it. So these are something that's been working pretty well for me. Skull crushers. Second set, only doing 1 more set after these. I did 12 reps. I should easily be able to get 11 because that 12th rep was not too hard in that last one. And my goal with these is not to go to absolute failure at this moment. I can get plenty just because this is a newer exercise that I haven't done in a while. This is a new stimulus for me, so I can get plenty out of just doing, stopping a few reps shy. Most arm exercises, though, or isolation exercises, I'll take to absolute failure. But this is a newer one, so I'm not going to take it to absolute failure. So they're coming to get me. I'm killing these gains. Okay, this is my last set for shoulder press. I still have 2 more sets of bent over laterals and 1 more set of skull crushers. And then we'll move on to the last giant set, and then we will be done with this workout. I'm just going to do 6 reps with this. That should be relatively easy. I got a rep PR, 2 rep PRs, 1 for 8 reps, 1 for 7 reps, and then or I added a rep with those last two sets. I don't know if that made any sense the way I said it. I added one rep with each set. So I'm going to do just 6, which is what I did last week. But I got 2 rep PRs, so I'm not crazy about trying to add another set, get 7 reps with this. I can do 7 reps next week, add another set. We'll see how we're feeling next week to really make that call, though. Awesome. So, bent over lateral raises next. Let me guys know if you're enjoying this type of YouTube video as well. If I end up putting it on YouTube, I'll definitely post some of this to my Instagram. Just maybe not as much of the commentary part. I'm enjoying this myself though, just being able to kind of talk about this stuff. It kind of makes more sense to me if I talk it out other than just keep it in my head. But let me know if you guys are enjoying this because I can do more content like this. I'm trying to find what I'm going to do exactly in the YouTube space. This may be my outlet for that and some other type of longer form content videos. I won't record every set just because that's going to take me more time. It'll take a little bit more time away from family time, and so I won't record every set. This last giant set that I do, I'll probably skip most of it, of recording it, and I might just record the tail end or the very beginning of it, but I'll still record a lot more than I have been for my Instagram, so that way I still have some more to post on YouTube with some commentary. Last set of skull crushers here should be an easy 10 reps, and then do my last set of bent over laterals, and then we just have I'll kind of explain my methodology for kind of some of the things I changed from natural hypertrophy's program next, and kind of what I'm doing to circumvent some of my equipment limitations here in the garage. But I will explain that whenever I get to it. I said 10 easy reps, but I think it was the perfect, because that was actually a little bit harder even there than I thought. So, and that's why I'd rather lowball in a new exercise than highball it and end up getting less reps or less quality out of it. Natural hypertrophy's program here calls for some dumbbell bench, some flat dumbbell bench. I do not have heavy enough dumbbells to do that, so I'm going to do push-ups. I could do flat bench, but I already do close grip bench on one of the other days, so I just feel like this will be fine for now. I actually ordered some Olympic style dumbbells that I can interchange, and hopefully those should kind of solve this problem. I don't mind doing push-ups. Push-ups are pretty good. Calisthenics are good for muscle building as well, but I kind of just miss doing flat dumbbell bench. I do incline at the gym, so but we'll do some kind of wider grip push-ups, so we're focusing on chest. That way I can have this chest exercise because it's my only direct chest exercise. So my chest, on my back, chest, everything's pretty warm. So I'm only going to do one warm-up exercise before I jump into the next, before I jump into the working sets for these last 3 exercises, because I really don't need to warm up anymore because I'm already pretty warm. So don't do that exact advice. If you feel like you need to warm up more, but that's just what kind of works for me. If I'm already feeling warm, I'm not going to spend another extra 10 minutes warming up for exercises. And we are going to do hammer curls as well, just one warm-up set of this. This is hammer curls are a personal favorite of mine for arms, for biceps, and for the brachialis. So I don't know why, but if you enjoy an exercise, there's nothing wrong with doing it. Um, don't beat it to death necessarily, but do what you enjoy as well. Because then you'll enjoy what you do. So you just need a few because we're already pretty warm, so I don't need to waste a lot of energy warming up on those. First working set of push-ups, we are adding 10 pounds, and I've been doing an AMRAP for it, just as many reps as I can, just since this is it's still challenging, but it's not nearly as challenging, I feel like, as other free weight exercises. You're pretty, in a way, you're already kind of locked in place with these, kind of some more pro science for you. But I've just been doing an AMRAP. Last week I did 11 reps with 10 extra pounds. So we will see if we can't get 11 reps. I'll be fine with 9, 10. I'll take more reps, but we'll just see how many we get. Sweet. Got 12 reps right into hammer curls. I'm going to be using 30 pounds, shooting for 12 reps. And this will probably be the last thing that I record for my YouTube video, so I'll go ahead and wrap that up now. I appreciate you guys watching this. If you watched it all the way through, let me know if you like this form of content. I know a lot of people do this form of content, but to me, this is the easiest to do, to just talk during my workout, because I'm already going to be doing my workout and have a lot of thoughts in your head while you're doing your workout from time to time anyway. So let me know if you guys enjoy this form of content, but we will get this last set and then we'll wrap it up. Don't forget, drop a sub if you like it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Some more longer form content of me just talking about some random stuff in the Pipeworks. I'll see what else I'm going to do there. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already. If you came from Instagram, thank you. I appreciate that. And I will talk to you guys soon.